Alright, we're back. I don't want to be back.
We have to. We have to pull through.
I know.
Feeling refreshed after a decent night's sleep.
She ain't gonna pop up.
Patiently waiting for Sayori. The winter chill really has no mercy, especially so early in the morning. And thankfully, Sayori isn't particularly late and fully know we're on.
Okay, that's better. Hey, Jordy, too. Like,
yes, Lady Sayori, how can I be of service on this fine winter morning?
I was curious. Who's your favorite club member?
Not including you. No, don't. No. Okay, listen.
You should have just said you.
I'm gonna give.
Instead of saying not.
I'm gonna give you a life lesson, MC. You never, ever say that. No matter what, even if it's your wife, and she asks you that, you say her.
Unless she said not including.
No, even if she says that, you
say
like, her.
I was like, you know what?
It's a trick question. You say her.
You know, just say Natsuki, because like even though like Yuri's the one getting close to you, say Natsuki, because she wants to beat me up, and I can't say no. I have to say like a joking matter. All right.
Not including you. I don't really have any to be.
There we go. Yeah.
None of them are as awesome
there we go.
as you.
Boom. All right.
Okay.
Oh no. He's gonna say Yuri, and then she's gonna be like, "Oh, that's how it is." Come on. You guys like one of them more than the others.
Near my eyebrows. Where's this question come
Yesterday,
from?
she's getting
Why
all.
the sudden interest?
I just want to know. Well, you're getting along with the others. That's why, not because her mind's just.
Definitely not Nizuki for obvious reasons. I never got the feeling that she likes me. Plus, it's always really awkward when it's just the two of us. I spoke to her alone last semester, and it was a painful experience.
What about Monica?
Compared to Nizuki, we definitely get along a lot better. She looked super appreciative when I told her how much I liked the club just before we performed. To be honest, she's always been a little intimidating. Just to scratch the back of my head. You know, being the perfect student and all, maybe I'm imagining it. Sometimes I get the impression that she might look down on me. Don't get me wrong, I definitely appreciate all of her hard work for the club and all. Much like Nizuki, we never really spent time together, so I wouldn't really say my favorite either.
I know, but oh, no.
Sayori's backing him into a corner.
Yeah, no.
He's falling for it.
I mean, I would say Natsuki for obvious reasons.
I would say you and just
I
know,
it at I know, but like, I would say it in a joking manner. Cause like, cause she'll beat me up if I don't say it, you know? It's like, I'm playing off as a joke, so you should too, you know? But like, so, what about Yuri?
Unless I'm mistaken, Sayori's trying really hard to appear nonchalant. It isn't working particularly well. Well, yeah, I'd probably say her. I've got to know her a little better over the last semester, and she went from someone who could barely maintain eye contact with me, someone who agreed to go shopping with me when it was just us. I enjoyed seeing her come out of her shell to allow me to see the real her, I guess.
I want to break this chair. Okay.
He's blind as shit.
That's what I thought.
Dude. Sorry, is everything okay? I noticed that you left kind of abruptly last night after we talked about Yuri. You guys have an argument or something? Really can't imagine most of you having a fallout. Of all people, it's really hard to get angry. Along with the fact that their personalities don't clash at all. Okay, I can see how they made this character. First act, obviously, is pretty self-explanatory. Second act, he starts to develop for the character we choose.
But he's still a bit stupid.
But he's stupid, but then he figures it out. But then they eventually get him to come out and say it. He says it. Everything's good for a while, but then he gets blinded.
Act 3 happens, and then he's like,
and then he he just is blinded by it. He's blinded by the title of girlfriend, and then this stuff he says he can catch up on, he misses.
He's like, yo, you're my girlfriend. I'm not taking the responsibility as a boyfriend. You know, it's like, oh yeah, you're my girlfriend, and who am I? I'm MC.
It's like, as a friend, he could have he would have picked up on this. But like now it's the title, he's blinded, and then it just goes past him, and then that gets him in trouble, and then by that point it's either we choose correctly or we don't, and then it's either screwed or it's not.
Yeah, it's fucking, man, I don't like that.
Extremely rare for
I don't like that we're gonna have to flip a coin, basically.
Yeah. It's extremely rare for Sarah to get angry, along with the fact that their personalities don't clash at all. So what could it be? Dude, you are...
Her mind. Oh, of course not, silly. I was just a bit surprised at how friendly she's been with you recently, that's all. Given how shy she is, so I'm just curious, I'm just a bit surprised, that's all.
Right. school is looming in sight, so unfortunately that conversation will have to end here. Dude, you better fucking... you have no brain.
No, he's gonna forget about shit, and then he's gonna be like, yo, why are you so upset? Like, come on, why can't just Yuri hang out with me? And then it's like, you know why!
So as you can tell, the 1930s were very important for European history. Countries all across the continent were experiencing significant changes, both politically and socially. Now I made it my New Year's resolution to end my lessons before the bell rings, so we'll call it here. There. Oh, by the way, could I have a word, Jervy, too? Swear to God, those must be the scariest words you could ever hear. Well, along with I'm pregnant, we have to talk, or it's not you, it's me. Hopefully things I won't hear from Sayori. Well,
We have to talk.
I would be okay with the I'm pregnant thing. I don't know about him, but like, you know.
I mean...
Well,
yeah.
depending on my financial situation.
It's like, I'm pregnant. But we didn't have sex yet. No!
That would also be a problem.
That would be a problem.
Especially that second one, Eep. Approach the front desk, awkwardly hovering by the side. I need to give you the results of your exam, so here
And that's
they
why
are.
we need to talk.
Okay.
Either you did exceptionally well, or you did exceptionally
I need
bad.
to give you the results of your exams to that list. Pulls out a piece of paper and lowers his voice, as some students are eating nearby. You don't have to look like you've seen a ghost. My mind wanders back to last October. Funny you should mention ghosts. For the most part, you've done well. Your grades in history, Japanese, and English especially were satisfactory. Looks like being in the literature club has really helped, huh? How did you know about that?
What do you mean, how do you know about that?
Please, I'm a wise old owl. Aren't you one of the youngest teachers in the school? He sighs dramatically. You can never let me have my fun, can you? Although your grades in other subjects could be a little better. Namely math and physics. It's not a cause for concern, but I know you could do better. Yeah, about that. Truth be told, last semester was kind of hectic. Relationship stuff. Sayori, how did you know?
He can hear. It's like, and it was like, yeah, and it was like, he's like, hey, ask her out. And then teacher's like,
his eyes twinkles with a knowing smile. Anyway, you're a bright student. Well, when you want to be. So breathe a sigh of relief. I'd recommend paying attention to the technical stuff for math and physics especially. Don't be afraid to ask for help when it's needed. Not everyone can excel at everything, but I have faith in your ability to bring your grades up. Thanks, sir. The past 3 months weren't easy. Relationships are tricky. So I'm glad I was able to keep up academically. And you're about to fuck it up even more.
yo, at least I can keep it up. Boom!
Pauses to study me, offering a shrewd smile. Of course.
You see, he's like, yo.
Dude, if no one reads that line and is like, hey, I know what that means, they're idiots.
It's
Hey,
like,
just be careful not to make Sayori jealous. From what I've seen, the literature club is full of girls. He chuckles to himself. Now I've got to go to a meeting that I have to pretend to be interested in. There really is no rest for the wicked.
Come on,
He turns
come
to
on.
leave. As I turn to follow him, my brain keeps replaying his words over to me. Just be careful not to make Sayori jealous. Did you figure it out? Fumbling for my phone, I noticed.
and he forgot, and his thought is gone. His train of thought is
Dude,
gone.
He was so close.
I hate that whenever he like, has a train of thought, something happens, and then he just stops thinking about it forever until Sayori comes up and it's like, hey,
So
you
to all
fucking-
of the club members in a group chat. Hey guys.
hey, my line. Hey guys, just been told that the club room is being used after school today. It's for a supervision session for people to talk about their teachers about their exam grades. Plus something super important has popped up, which means that I can't make it, so I do my best to rearrange it. Sorry guys.
I mechanically shoot her reply while on autopilot. My brain is whirling at
Yep.
a million miles an hour
You-
as I
you
finally realize
understand
something
now?
I should have seen coming.
Huh?
Before I can say anything, Sayori starts the conversation.
Fucking understand that. So, my teacher gave my exam results back.
Oh?
Yeah, can't really complain, I guess. I did much better than I thought I would for biology, but physics was a bit of a nightmare. Math wasn't great either. But on the whole, I think I done okay.
Sayori, are you jealous of Yuri?
Oh, boom! Did you really just say it?
He's gotta say it before he forgets
I
about it.
know, I know.
The abruptness of my question, along with the clash of conversation topic, takes her by surprise. For a moment, there's a silence. Silence which grows heavier as I realize how
Yeah,
tactless I was
it's like,
with my
it's like,
approach.
yo, are you like, what makes you think that?
You're my girlfriend, and I've known you for years.
What would I have to be jealous of?
She's trying to sound confident in her answer, but the wavering in her voice
Because
gives
your
her away.
mind is...
I don't know that we spent time together at the Christmas shopping and are walking home with me yesterday. She turns away, so I can't read the expression on her face. She replies she's talking to the ground.
I'm sorry to read you, it's just, you seem so happy with her.
we're just friends, Sayori. I would have thought you could see that. Dude,
What the fuck? That's a shit response.
don't you trust me? I'm not sure I want to hear the answer.
It's not that I don't trust you, it's that I don't trust myself. I'm just trying to believe I'm worth your time. Then I hear about how she's your favorite member of the club, and you really enjoyed seeing her come out of her shell.
See, this is why he shouldn't have said that. And
Yeah,
that's
no.
to a normal girl.
I
and a
know.
girl with depression, it's even worse.
I know, and it's like,
So that's why she was asking me. It all makes sense now. First, her
oh,
depression,
no,
and
the
now
way
the
he's saying
jealousy.
that makes, no. He's gonna
Dude.
be pissed.
Is he stupid? Like,
He's-
why can't
he's
he
stupid.
tell it's a part of the
Look,
depression?
he's stupid, and he gets mad. He's an angry dude. He just like, yo, someone's not telling me literally word by word what's going on. What the fuck you on about? Fuck you. That's basically how I see him, see? He's stupid. When I asked her he wants to walk home with you, he said you couldn't tell me why, because it was personal.
Mentally smacked myself looking back. Of course that answer
Yeah,
must have sounded
You should have just said,
suspicious.
I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to sound like I doubted you or anything.
Now apologize, you fuckstick. Oh. Sayori and I settled into my house. Once we're comfortable, I continue to press her. No, Sayori, it's not your fault. I didn't really see it from your perspective at all. Please believe me when I say that you're the only one I want. You're a great friend, but that's it. The feeling I felt for her have always been platonic. I wrap her into a hug and she sighs. As I stroke her, she clings to me, hiding her face in the folds of my blazer. I'm the one who should be apologizing. I'm totally new to relationships, so I really don't have a clue what I'm doing.
Even if you're new, I'm not. I haven't been in a relationship before. I know shit. Wait, like, come on. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. I didn't think you're doing it to hurt me or anything.
Okay, good, because I never do anything to hurt you.
Now it's gonna be a lie in an hour.
I've been such an
Or
idiot.
less,
Yuri
so.
has just been feeling really lonely recently. But if you feel Sayori in on what Yuri told me yesterday. Okay, that's good. Okay, I know Yuri, said something personal, but
Also,
that's his girlfriend.
I mean,
He
also,
should
like,
tell her.
they're like, it's not like depression. It's like, I've been like lonely. My
Yeah,
parents-
lonely
and
isn't
the
that
parents
bad to
have been,
talk
and
about.
like, I'm kind of like by myself. That's different from. I'm depressed, and
I'm not entirely sure if I should be telling her this, but at this point in time, I'm not much concerned with complete clarity between
yes,
Sayori
complete clarity is what you need.
and I. Yeah, complete clarity is definitely that's important in any relationship, but like with a depression one, that's even better.
Yeah, if you can't be clear with your partner, bad things are gonna happen. Oh, so that's why. Makes a lot more sense thinking about it. Although I can't help but think.
She looks down at the ground again, nervously biting her lip.
I can't help but feel that Yuri likes you truly too.
Eh, really?
You can be really dense sometimes.
There's a sad playfulness to her tone.
Yes, really, she's trying to spend more time with you. She really appreciates your company. It's subtle, but I could tell by the way she looks at you. I think she gets attached really quickly.
Well, I could see why she gets attached quickly, but she said she knew we were together and didn't want to intrude on that or anything. Sayori?
Maybe I was right then.
About what?
About me just dragging you down.
You better shut this down right now, Jordan, or I'm
Jordan?
Jordan V2.
You know what?
You better shut this down.
I would love to, but I'm Jordan. This is Jordan V2, and he dumb. What can I even give that Yuri can?
What can I even
Give you that Yuri
that
can.
Yuri can't?
Yeah, it's like Yuri is like basically give you all the stuff that I can give you and more and whatnot. You say yourself, she's lonely, and if she was with you, then she'd be happy.
He never said that.
She's smart, she's really pretty, she's really elegant. But what am I? I'm just an airhead. Can't even find the time to get ready in the morning. I'm just a dead weight to you.
You're so much more than that, Sayori. Even if Yuri was the most desirable girl on the planet, I wouldn't give a damn because you're the only person I want. You know something? When I was walking with Yuri yesterday, I couldn't help but wish that it was with you I was with. It was only the one time we didn't walk together, but one time is all I needed to realize how much I enjoy walking home with you. So what if you can't find the time to get ready in the morning? You're still beautiful, even when you don't try.
Aw,
Yes.
me too.
Yes.
I mean, at first, like, you know, you're still great, you know, instead of just, like, beautiful. But, you know, it still works.
Yeah.
You're just saying that, though.
Swear on my life that I'm being 100% genuine. These are the things I've always wanted to say to you, but I've never really known how. And that's not all. I wake up every day and feel so goddamn lucky, knowing that you are my girlfriend. You've always been there for me when I needed it most. I don't think I've ever told you how happy you make me. Pull her in close for a kiss. She clings close to me, and I can sense the urgency in her tongue. In her to touch. It's impossible to describe how it feels to hold her in this moment of vulnerability. I don't really care about how elegant Yuri is. If I'm being honest, that's her, who she is. I much prefer your quirkiness and how silly we can be together. We have that link that no other girl in the world can say they have.
We really do have that history together, don't we?
A history that I'd never trade for anything.
Just me too?
Mm-hmm.
Please don't leave me. I know I'm being selfish for asking that.
Cut her off. You're not.
Yep. It's still so confusing. But when I'm with you, I feel warm inside. And I think that, well, just for a moment, everything will be okay. But that's the thing, just for a moment. I can't really understand why you care so much about me. But I'll trust you.
I'm glad, Sayori. I really am. But if I'm being honest, looks up to me.
Oh.
We can't do this alone.
He's
he gonna
pushing
bring
it.
up this?
He's pushing
Wait,
it now.
I think we should look into getting
Ah, no!
Well, okay,
I know.
it depends how he pulls this. If
I know.
she just says flat out no, he's like, fine, okay.
No. That's not what he's gonna do. He's gonna get mad.
She looks away. I'll obviously always be here for you, but I'm just a normal teenage guy. There's only so much I can do.
I don't know.
Why
No.
not?
It's just a really scary thought. I don't want to have to go through all that false hope again.
Again? Oh.
Yeah, because she had meds and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I've tried therapy and antidepressants before, Judy, too. Back when I was first diagnosed with depression. Everyone told me it would work. They told me I'll feel okay again. But that never happened. I was much younger back then, and everything was a million times scarier and more confusing. All those tests, all the questions, the drugs. I didn't know what was wrong with me. The whole thing was terrifying.
Okay. At this point, I would be like,
Yeah.
we don't have to do drugs.
Yeah.
And I didn't say it would work 100%. I'm saying
You know what?
there's a possibility.
You know what?
Let's just give it a shot together, and if you don't like it, we don't have to do it again, you know?
Yeah.
I would say that. I think that would be good. But, like, he's gonna be an idiot.
He's gonna be like, why not? Why don't you do it? Come on.
What I'd give to be a medical professional right now. Dude, I'm not a medical professional, and
It's
I
like,
know
you know
this
what?
shit.
Yeah, you know,
Wow, sorry, I had no idea.
I
Oh
just
my
thought
God.
that the bottle of pills were for, like, it'll make you stay awake or some shit.
You know...
I wouldn't have expected you to have known.
Would you believe me if I said things would
No.
be different this time
I would
around?
not.
Dude. Oh, dense fuckwad.
Is
Those are literally the worst words you could have said.
I mean, he could have said it in a ruder tone, but and how would you know that?
Oh, she's getting mad. I wouldn't, at least for sure. But if we leave this unchecked, how would things ever change?
I mean, that's
Well, okay.
That's like not the worst response.
It's bittersweet.
It's like
I've noticed a lot of this has been
yeah,
bittersweet.
I know.
It must be really hard for you. Believe me, I can only imagine what you were going through. And I totally get why you'd be reluctant to try it again. But I promise you that this time,
Yes,
I'll
all right.
be here.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, he's not that stupid, Jordan.
Yes.
It's bittersweet.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to go through all of it alone. Squeeze her hand.
Well,
We'll go through it together, remember?
but what if it doesn't work again?
We'll find another doctor or another therapist
That
until
that
it
is.
does then.
You know what? Maybe
No.
not that answer. No, you're doing the all good. You dropped the ball.
Well, okay, let's see how she takes this.
Okay. It's not going to be that easy though.
I know, but I'm never going to give up on you, so I don't care how long it takes. Okay.
Okay.
It's still
Yeah,
bittersweet.
It's still
dude.
bittersweet. Look, bittersweet is better than.
Yeah. You're so selfless in how much you care for other people's happiness, but I want you to be happy. Ooh, interesting.
All right. Do I really deserve that, though?
If other people deserve happiness, why don't you, Sayori? You should have just said yes.
You should...
Just ask yourself that.
That is not a oh.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Let's see what happens.
Face.
Please. For me.
Okay. For you.
Okay. Feels like a weight has been lifted on my shoulders. Finally, I feel like I'm not alone in trying to help Sayori anymore. I know that must have been a really difficult thing to agree to. I'm really proud of you. You're much braver than you realize. Although, I haven't been too pushy or anything, have I? We'll find out.
Maybe.
Want to encourage you, not force you.
It's something I would have had to try sooner or later, I guess. You know what? Depending if you weren't dating, probably not. But...
bittersweet.
Well, there's always a chance that therapy might fail again. It's also the only way I could potentially get better.
And plus, he's gonna be there. See? That's the spirit. Well, yeah. She doesn't look wholly convinced, but smiles anyway.
That makes sense, you know? I'll do it for you, for you too. I'm not going to hold my breath, but if it makes you happy, I'll give it a try. See, that is... If it
Pick
makes
up on
you
that,
happy...
bro.
If
Pick
it,
up on that, bro. That's all I can ask for right now. It means a lot to me that you'd be willing to try again.
You know, well, let's hope it this time it looks a little bit better. Anyway, I'll talk to my doctor tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan.
No, she said, you know, the whole thing was to do it together. Alright, erase,
We're just gonna go back in the...
Load it, not save. Alright, not save. Yeah, fuck, I'm stupid. Save it. I'm being stupid.
What were you doing?
I don't know, I was being stupid. Oh boy.
Okay.
I think we should join
Offer
her.
to join her because we literally
said
just said
that
we would be there for her.
you. Yeah, and then it's like, if you don't do that,
like, dude,
fuck, she's gonna be so panicked and terrified.
Dude, I bet you, if we look up on Sayori's route, there's gonna be people who did that.
And then it's gonna be like, why? Of course, this could somehow fail. I don't know how.
We'll find out.
I don't know, but like...
Oh, and Sayori, I can come with you to your therapy sessions if you want.
Are you sure? Would they let you?
I think so. I mean, if you tell them you're okay with it, I don't see why not. Just keep me updated, okay? I wouldn't want to miss your first session.
Okay, then. And thank you. It's kind of done to start, so how many rounds should
Sweet.
hopefully make this easier. Of course, it could not, because maybe she'll be a whole lot...
Well, okay. You said there was multiple endings to Sayori's route.
There's... I mean, the good and bad. There could be a third. I do not
Good,
know.
bad. They might have put in a bittersweet ending, which I really wouldn't be surprised with how Sayori
Unless
is
the good is bittersweet. That would be awful.
Well, okay. Bittersweet, it depends how they execute it.
I know.
A lot of bittersweet moments can be fucking great as shit. Like, you're sad, but you're happy at the same time.
I mean, my guess is that the
balanced.
bittersweet could just be like, she moves on. She's like, I guess no longer depressed, but she's no longer with you. She moved away, get a better environment or something like that.
Like,
I don't know. But
depending how they end this, if they don't end this bittersweet, you need to watch the Future Diaries, because that, dude, oh my god, that ending would be perfect for this ending. Not like character-wise, but like how they ended it, dude. You need to fucking watch that shit. I'm serious, bro.
I just hope that this was the right choice.
We'll find out.
It sounds right, but this is Sayori we're talking about.
Yeah, well, we'll find out.
You know.
Just glad I can help.
Fuck. Man, I'm so panicked. We had to make a series. We had to make a choice.
We got 30 minutes.
Okay.
Before I know it, the weekend has already arrived. It's been a few days since Sayori agreed to try therapy. With a slight nudge from me, she spoke to her doctor, who managed to arrange for her first therapy session tomorrow. As relieved as I am with such a speedy response, I'm still fairly apprehensive. Seeing how pervasive her condition is, interfering with her ability to get homework done, twisting her self-perception, it's been daunting, I can't lie. I guess just seeing how serious depression is has been a shock to my system. Part of me does worry that somehow me getting involved is actually a bad thing. Perhaps I'm somehow making it more complicated.
That is...
Well,
I mean...
That's true, he is making it more complicated, but that complication
it could be
can lead to good or
but
bad. It depends how he plays it.
You know, it's like, it depends how he plays it, and also, even if he doesn't play it bad or good, like, okay, Sayori's mind is, you know, self-perception,
It'll
you know?
go down and up. Like, that's just how relationships work.
And
Do I really know what I'm getting into here?
No, you don't.
No, Derby 2, don't listen to that silly and irrational side. Let's look at the positives. She agreed to get some help, so this is the first step to recovery.
No, you should think about the good and bad. Don't just think only
Yeah,
the
that's
good.
true. Plus, I'm gonna with her, so at least we're making this stuff together, right? It should be
That,
fine.
I don't like that. No.
Being a chronic overt warrior truly is a curse. Dude, he really shouldn't think.
He's being too happy, and
Well,
I feel like this is a death flag.
I like how he did this before. Being with Sayori makes me happy. Just to focus on that and stop worrying about what could go wrong.
No. I feel like...
if I constantly focus on the negatives, well, that's no good for anyone. Stay positive. Optimistic outlook. Derby 2. Optimistic outlook.
I don't like these death flags I'm picking up. I don't like it. I
After
feel bad
completing
things.
our routine, I found myself sitting in my kitchen, aimlessly wondering about how to spend the day. One of the drawbacks of your first relationship is that you don't really know what you are meant to do with your partner. It's too cold to spend much time outdoors, so we're limited to the indoors. I check my watch, 10:14 a.m., pretty early. Sorry, wouldn't even be awake yet. As my gaze idly settles on the used plates in front of me, an idea hits me. Ooh, Sayori would love this. Is he gonna make her breakfast in bed? About
Maybe.
half an hour later, my work is done and carefully placed into a bag. Make a trip over to her room, hoping that she's still asleep. As I was hoping she's fast asleep, no surprise given it's not even 11 yet. As I approach her, I'm struck by how cute she looks when she's sleeping. Wait, that didn't sound super creepy, did it? I mentally chastise myself.
Hopefully
so
she doesn't
weird,
have a nightmare
Derby
again.
2.
About it dead.
But the way she's curled up into a ball, even with her hair being a mess, and a slight trickle of drool leaking from her mouth, she's perfect. I don't think there's any way that this girl could ever look anything less than beautiful. Light sounds of her snoring turn my light smile into a heartfelt grin. Setting down my bag, I quietly walk over to her and gently brush a lock of hair that's fallen into her open mouth. She stares as my hand... She stirs slightly as my hand brushes against her forehead. Wakey, wakey, sleepy head.
5 more minutes.
I made you breakfast. She groggily sits up and rubs her eyes, hugging the blanket closer to her.
You didn't... Oh, Derby 2.
Can't help but feel disappointed and slightly irritated by her reaction. I was really looking forward to seeing how exuberant she'd be.
What time is it?
Like 11. Yawning, she pushes the covers off and sits up. She still looks quite tired. She gingerly opens the bag and forces a smile onto her face. Well,
yeah, but like...
You can thank your dear Sunshine poem for inspiration, especially that last line.
Face.
Oh, look, she's...
Oh!
Oh, wait.
Oh, that's a... Oh!
Let's see how he plays it.
God, I'm so selfish. I have such a thoughtful boyfriend who's been super considerate, made me breakfast in bed, and I can't even thank you properly. You went through all of this just for me. Anyone else would be really appreciated, and yet here I am complaining that you're here.
No, it's not like that at all. I mean, yeah, I was hoping you'd be a little bit happier to see me, but, well, it's kind of on me for forgetting how difficult mornings can be for you. Don't worry about it. I can tell that my words haven't convinced her in the slightest, and I don't get the feeling that you don't want me here. Relax.
Fish. I'm hot and cold.
She slowly starts chewing on the food.
I don't know why you laughed at that.
Because you said hot and cold, and I...
What were you thinking?
I don't know. Like the fan, and then like you being weird with your body. Like your body is like, hey, I know it's like not hot and not cold, but like I'm gonna drop you and then raise you and then drop you and then raise you.
This is really good.
It's pretty basic stuff, to be honest. But I'm glad you like it. Mizuki's cooking has nothing on me, as you can see.
How is it that you can even make me laugh when it's the last thing I want to do?
Magic, I think. Maybe I was a comedian in my past life. It's a question that science has been trying to answer for the past 100 or so years.
How long have I been alive? Like 16? Yeah, 100 years. Yeah, that's right. By the way, can we just have a lazy day today? I don't really feel like going outside or anything.
Fine by me.
Especially since it's cold out.
Yeah, isn't it still winter? Look at the
It's
snow on the windows.
It's January, that doesn't mean snow, that's bright.
Oh. After she finished eating, we made our way back to mine. We've pretty much resumed our standard activity of cuddling on the sofa. Maybe my earlier worries were unfounded after all. We're both content in just being in each other's presence. Regardless of the activity, I'm aimlessly flicking through the movie channel on TV. I whip out my phone.
Oh.
Let's see how this goes.
Hi.
Isn't her appointment today?
No, it's tomorrow.
Oh. What's up?
Not much.
Yuri carries on typing and she's taking off for a long time to reply. I get the feeling she's plucking up the courage to ask me something.
Well, I was wondering,
Go on.
would you like to discuss the book with me today?
Are they gonna give us another choice?
Not too soon.
I haven't read much of it, to be honest. I think the movie version is on Netflix, though. Hang on, let me check.
What's up?
Oh, you know that book you're gonna let me? I'm checking to see if it's on Netflix.
We're gonna have a horror night?
Well, I told you I'd let her know my thoughts on the book with her, but I haven't really read enough of it to really discuss it. But if I could find it on Netflix, then I thought we could watch. We could all watch it together instead. Oh, here it is. Or
you shouldn't have. You should say, you know, I'm gonna watch the movie. I'll let you know in a few hours. Instead of, yo, we can invite Yuri here as well.
Let's see what goes down, dude.
Oh, why? Oh.
Are you okay with it? Dude, no.
You look all upset and then it's like, it's a fake smile.
Dude,
A masquerade. A facade. Of course. I would be a terrible friend if I stopped her from coming over. Other people are having tough times too.
Dude, you better be a smart boy, because you've been a smart boy up to this point, so, like, come on. She shifts her attention to the television, a warm smile on her face.
That's a wand, not
Okay,
a wall.
I figured that if you were here too, you wouldn't feel like I was, I don't know, leaving you out or something.
No, but there's a couple time.
Yeah, dude,
Couple time.
Come on, dude. Come on.
Yeah. It's fine, Derby, too.
Dear God, that clown looks even uglier on the big screen.
I have never liked clowns.
Good news, I found it. You can come over, Sayori is here too, by the way.
Are you sure that I wouldn't be interrupting anything?
Oh, come on, Derby 2, take the fucking hit. Nah, she said it's fine.
Yuri, cancel. Cancel on your own.
Yuri, come on.
She did not.
On text later, Yuri's waiting outside my door, book in hand. Hey Yuri, come on in, Sarah's in the living room.
Good afternoon, Derby, too. Thank you for suggesting this, by the way. I haven't seen the movie version yet.
Yeah, neither have we. Should be interesting. Haha.
Hey, Yuri.
Your smiles and greeting.
I've heard good things about the film adaptation, so I'm hopeful that this will be enjoyable.
Only one way to find out. As predicted, Sayori is a massive chicken jumping at every loud noise.
I was afraid like Sayori would just leave early, and I was like.
On the other hand, Yuri seems totally engrossed in the movie, never once looking away during an ominous scene. For the most part, it's difficult to read her face as she remains fairly impassive. Though a look of wonder and interest occasionally flickers across her face, especially
Stop
when the monster
looking
is
at
on
her
screen.
face. Look at the movie or Sayori.
It's definitely one of the better horror movies I watched. Granted, that isn't saying much, as I haven't seen too many. I have to admit, the acting in this film really sells it. Both the clown and the young kids who serve as the protagonists are brought to life really well.
Oh no. Please don't tell me to go in that creepy building. Wait. Why would you go in there? It's just a nightmare waiting to happen.
He ducks behind her cushion, only peering out and immediately something she took to doing once the clown was first introduced. I laugh and pull her closer. She cuddles into my shoulder, turning her face so she could still see. Out of the corner of my eye, I catch Yuri quickly throwing us a glance. From my periphery vision, it's hard to tell, but she looks a little sad.
No, I was writing this thing that Yuri's getting a little.
She's getting too into this.
It's like, yo. I mean, yeah, sometimes that happens. I guess you know. It's like you catch feelings for someone else, even though they're dating someone.
He's got to shut this down.
He's got to.
It's going to go bad.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna let this brew, and then she's gonna pop, and then he's gonna be like, sorry, no. But then Sayori's gonna pop, and then he's gonna have to deal with that.
Or like Sayori's gonna hear Yuri say that, and then Sayori's gonna be like, no, it's fine.
Oh, dude, don't you dare stop cuddling Sayori. I grimace a little. I forgot how isolated Yuri feels at home.
That is not the reason.
That
is not the reason.
Especially if Sayori's prediction about how Yuri feels about me is true.
Oh, fuck.
In an hour or so later in the movie's over, it's been really interesting to hear Yuri's thoughts, just on the movie, but on the horror genre on the whole.
And that's something I admire about both the book and the movie. Both approach the present, the main theme of fear. A lot of film adaptations of books tend to over-sensualize the content, and many horror movies rely on cheap jump scares to elicit a reaction. Of course, there's nothing inherently wrong with a jump scare, but I find the best horror tends to really get under your skin and make you think. Well, after you finish.
Yeah, I agree. Jump scares just annoy me, really. They startle you, sure, and the build-up can be tense. But from what I've seen, horror movies make it really obvious when one's coming up. The music goes really quietly or really spooky. The character is in a dark place.
Indeed. Sadly, it's quite the common occurrence with modern horror. There's not much left to your imagination.
I can't help but notice that Sarah's been very quiet throughout the
Yeah,
discussion.
you're
here.
getting an intense discussion with Yuri, and
Okay,
Sarah's just
Sayori?
doing this, I don't have much to say. You two carry on, I'm fine.
She's looking absent-mindedly at the screen.
It's unfortunate the second part of the movie isn't out yet. It's like being able to only read half the book.
Hey, Yuri, at least you don't read webtoons, okay? I get a chapter a week, so fuck off. Second part is about how the characters come back to fight the clan when they are adults, right?
Indeed, and that's where the plot really shines. Anyway, I have some errands to be getting going on, so I'm going to have to leave. Thank you both, by the way. I really appreciate it. That's okay, Yuri. Hope you're feeling better.
Oh god, she's gonna say something about it. Yuri turns to me.
Oh, did you tell her?
My face grows hot in my haste to reassure Sarah that nothing was going on between Yuri and I. I totally forgot that Yuri's confession was likely confidential. Oh damn. Yeah, I did. Sorry, Yuri. I didn't realize it was private.
It's okay. I suppose it's only fair that there's clarity between two people. See, Yuri understands.
Yes, you get it.
But
you get this, but
I
you
feel
don't
like
know.
that look is a little.
Well,
I don't know, but for me,
I think she would be
I
a
know.
little more understanding if she knew
I
she
know.
was depressed. But
Yeah,
she doesn't,
I know,
so.
but like it's a hard thing to mention, you know, and you can't just be. And people could change how they talk to you, and then it's just like,
Yeah.
it makes you feel bad. You want to continue?
Huh? Oh. Ooh, I'm glad that Yuri is so understanding.
Anyway, I'll see you two on Monday. Goodbye.
See ya.
Bye, Yuri.
Yuri leaves. I turn to Sayori. She's looking a little rueful.
I hope you're right about therapy, Jervy, too. I'm dreading tomorrow.
It's going to be just fine. Don't worry. You should have said I'll be there for you.
I hope so. I should probably get going as well. See you tomorrow.
The way she departs as well.
Alright. Therapy day.
Bittersweet. I'm fucking
Come on.
scared. As my eyes slowly open, I can't help but feel nervous about how today will go. I can only imagine how nervous Sayori is. Such a big step for her, too. I just hope she goes well. Hey, Sayori, ready to get going?
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't they say it's still cold outside? She's a little
Yeah.
quiet.
It's like January still.
Yeah.
I don't think it's February. Maybe it's early February, late January, you know, right now.
Yeah. Not quite as chipper as she usually is.
Makes sense, you know.
The journey to the clinic is a quiet one. Thankfully, it's only a short walk away. Well, that was interesting. Her therapist was incredibly patient. Oh, they're just gonna skip over the entire thing?
I
Okay.
guess, I mean, yeah.
Pathetic.
That's-
Never once being insensitive with his questioning. Well, he was he
He's
went to 4
trained
years
to.
of school for this shit. So he better be goddamn good.
And it's like, no, he just went to like a little alleyway. It's like, yo, I need therapy, please.
He spent the majority of the session getting a picture of her current life situation, to which Sayori was generally compliant. I think that after she told me about her depression, it might have become a little bit easier to talk about it. Given I was the first person she confessed
Or
to.
she's doing it to make you happy, and it really isn't comfortable. at
She
all.
didn't look entirely comfortable, but after a few reassuring smiles from me, she was able to answer his questions. The session passed by relatively quickly. Before we knew it, it was already over. Sarah is quiet as she breaks the silence.
I've heard a few horror stories about people who get really insensitive therapists. And I was really scared that he'd be one of them. But he was really patient, so I could have gone a lot worse.
She trails off into silence. I'm really proud of you, Sayori. I know that must have been really hard for you to do, what with how confusing all of this can be. It really does make me happy that you're doing this. Dude, come on.
I'm glad to hear that, Jervy, too. I really am. By the way, can we spend the rest of the day together? I don't want to go home just yet.
Of course we can, cuddling up on the couch it is. After swinging by the shops to get some snacks, we find ourselves back on our,
And it's like,
typical
do
cuddling
you
spot.
do anything else to cuddle? No.
Rather quite quiet between us, a give, and I suppose after the therapy session, there's a lot to take in for both of us. Tagging along to the session raised so many questions in my mind, though. Now isn't the best time to ask them, though. Hey, Sayori,
Yeah?
Why don't we play something?
We don't have enough people for a board game, though.
No, I don't mean board games. Remember when we used to play video games together when we were kids? I always found video games is a really good way to escape reality last year. It was really lonely. And it helped to take my mind off things. Plus, there's some games out of that I think you might enjoy.
Oh yeah, no, I get the
It
feeling
sits
of
up.
just escaping reality. That's fun. I mean, it's like I watch YouTube and I have nothing to do when I get bored, and then I think, and then it's like I don't want to think. And then, yeah, what are you doing?
I accidentally took a screenshot.
Good job. Sure, that could be fun. What games are you thinking of?
As it turns out, I still have some of those games we used to play. Don't you remember Banjo-Kazooie?
Yeah, remember that in the Christmas party I mentioned it? Or not, I mentioned the card mentioned it. Oh, the one with the bear?
Yep, that's the one. Let's give it a whirl.
Yeah, he still has the N64, man.
Well, Japan has a lot of the old systems
I know,
still.
but like still, like usually people get newer.
And you can find a bunch of them on eBay.
I mean, yeah, they're cheap because they're old, but like still, most people usually don't have the older consoles, you know.
As I was hoping, gaming has proven to be a wonderful way to get her mind off therapy. She's truly lost in a colorful, immersive world, with her face crunched up in determination. First, she wasn't very good at the game, struggling with the controls, getting lost and generally being unsure what she's meant to do. But after a few pointers from me, she really started to pick it up, and was soon getting the hang of it. Sayori can be really good at things when she puts her mind to it. It's almost uncanny how skilled she can be, especially as it contrasts with the airhead vibe she can
She
give
played
off.
it before. She played this game before.
Yeah. Well, it might have been years, but
Still,
the muscle
it's
memory
just
is still
you're
bad.
just a little rusty. That's all. I knew I'd find the jigsaw piece there, cause yeah.
I laugh. She's having a great time, and it's heartwarming to see her so happy, even if it's over just a video game. Nothing will ever beat seeing Sayori smile. You'll never know just how cute you are, Sayori.
Fuck my ribcage, huh?
Just seeing you happy makes me so happy, and I swear that nothing will ever change that.
You know, just seeing you happy makes you so happy. She could just be fake happy then. You know?
Well, this seems to be going
I
quite
know,
well.
I know. But like, because it's going well, is what I don't
Well, maybe
like.
this is just the bittersweet ending we're getting.
No. This is too soon for the game to end. Too soon.
We don't know about that.
CJ, look at me. It's too soon.
We'll find out.
Aw. Not that I'm complaining or anything, but where the hell did this come from?
Truth be told, I'm not really sure. Being with her in the therapy room just now was quite eye-opening for me. Not just because I got to see how therapy works, but because it's really dawning on me that she has depression, and this is something we can't deal with alone. Of course, I believed her when she said she was depressed back in November, but while meeting the therapist and watching him do his job really drove the point home. I'm obviously really glad she's seeking help, but it made me
Fuck,
think.
he's gonna say something.
She's been depressed for a long time, and I've only recently came back into her life. So what was life like to her for a while we weren't friends? Probably awful and super lonely.
Me too? Are you there? You're looking kinda sad. What's up?
Her bright smile does nothing but for my guilt. Oh, I'm sorry, Sayori.
What are you sorry for, silly?
We've only probably begun to hang out not too long ago, right? Since September.
Yeah?
She pauses the game and sets the controller down, sensing the urgency in this situation. And you've been depressed for so many years. But I wasn't there for you. We drifted apart, all because of what? Because I was an idiot who prioritized gaming and anime over you. Can't ever imagine how hard things were for you when we weren't really talking.
Me too. None of that is your fault.
She gently takes my hands in hers, and part of me thinks that, well, had I made more of an effort with you back then, perhaps
Us drifting apart didn't cause me to be depressed, did it, too? Truthfully, I don't really know why I developed depression. There's a lot I don't know about my condition, but one thing I know is that it doesn't really need a reason. That's what my doctor said the last time I tried therapy. So, please, don't you ever think that you somehow contribute to my depression, okay? You're like the polar opposite. When I'm with you, I'm happy. It made me feel like I'm actually worth something, even though my brain tries really hard to make me tell me you're lying.
Yeah, but that's in the present. What about in the past? When there were years when we didn't hang out at all.
I actually had this conversation with Monica once. It's normal for friendships to be like that, I think. You go for a long time without talking to someone, but if you reconnect with them, you could both get along as if nothing happened. Did anything really change?
Pause upon hearing your words. I guess she does have a point, but I'm finding it hard to internalize. She reaches forward and strokes my face, gently lifting my chin up, as so we maintain maintain eye contact.
The way I see it, we get along just as well now as when we did as kids. Besides, what happened in the past was past. If anything, the time apart made me appreciate the time I do spend with you even more.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way, Sayori. I really am. It's just, well, you going to therapy today made me realize the reality of depression. It made me reflect on how much I've been absent in your life. Face. I didn't mean to spring this on you out of the blue like that, especially when you wanted to take your mind out therapy. It was pretty inconsiderate of me.
It's okay. It really is. I'm just glad that we could talk these things out, you know? You've been really patient with me, so it's the least I could do for you. And I'd much rather we talk about whatever bothers you than me bottling it up. After all, bottles are meant to be shared, right?
Can't help but laugh. That was clever. If you say so.
I do. Seriously, Jeremy too. Please don't blame yourself for anything, okay? I've been much happier ever since you came back to my life. I wouldn't have been able to go to therapy if you weren't with me, and like you said, well, I agree, it's a big step to take.
So far away look in her eye, she ponders her next words.
I've gone so many years thinking it was something I had to bear alone. But I have to admit that it's nice not having to go through this by myself.
Yes. She squeezes my hand.
Besides, we can't really change the past, can we?
Yeah, I guess you were right.
You really do have such a big heart, you know that? Nothing's ever changed with you.
And that's never going to change. It's moments like these that really bring out a warm, fuzzy feeling inside of me. Never felt anything like this before, but it feels so right.
Now, I think we have some jigsaws to collect.
Of course, let's get back to the game, shall we? She reaches for the controller and starts playing once more. In seconds, we're whisked away into a world of childhood memories. The feel of her warmth in my arms, sound of her innocent laughter, and the smell of her hair. The little voice of guilt remains, but it's now easier to ignore it.
Wow, it's super late already.
Hey, that happens to me. Like,
yeah, I know.
I start playing a game at like 10, and then like I look up at the clock and
it's 10.
Like 5.
No, it's
morning.
10, but like
The next day.
It's night. Every time it's night, it's like, is something gonna happen? Is something good gonna happen? And tomorrow's okay, school day as well. Yeah, maybe not.
Well, maybe she will stay over.
No fun.
Tell me about it. Monday mornings are the absolute worst. Not even Sakurai can save them.
I just want another break.
We just had our Christmas one.
I know. Oh well. Anyway, I should get going.
Aw, leaving so soon.
It's already so late.
My attempt at pulling puppy dog eyes causes her to laugh and shake her head.
But it's late.
We reach toward her and pull her into an embrace in a playful attempt to stop her from leaving.
Oh.
I push her back down onto the sofa, wrapping my arms tightly
You know,
around
it's
her
like
body.
no, it's like playful. It's like it's getting hot.
Wow, you've fallen into my grand trap. Now there's no escape.
You caught me. Whatever can I do?
Nothing. My mastermind plan is absolutely
Well, that's if she
foolproof.
kisses you first. Like what, you know?
She's gonna tickle him.
Or it's gonna be, you know, the whole kiss thing. 'Cause it's like in reverse, you know.
Well, they've been doing that a lot more. I think.
I know. It's like, yo, MC does something, and then Sarah does the reverse later on, you know. So I'm guessing she can kiss him. Is it Sayori proof?
What do you? Her
See,
lips meet
boom,
mine and
boom, boom! I knew it.
Immediately, I'm
Called
taken
it.
away to another world. Man, it's almost scary how powerful the sensation is whenever we kiss. No fair.
Are you complaining? If you prefer, I could just
The tone is innocent and playful.
not kiss you again.
Hey, I didn't say that.
Nice wink.
You
Yeah.
win. But there's one thing you didn't prepare for.
Oh, and what could that be? Is it gonna be?
Quickly boop her on the nose.
Boop.
Boop.
Oh, surprise! Sneaky poops aren't allowed.
Oh, but surprise sneaky kisses are.
You had me trapped. It was just self-defense.
So was my boop.
This isn't over, Mimi.
Looking forward to our rematch then.
Come on.
I reach
It's
over
almost
and
midnight.
and check my phone.
Come
It's almost
on.
midnight.
It's still early.
Where are her parents? I thought they were still in the picture. Like,
You sure?
I don't actually remember. As much as I hate to admit it, we probably should call it a day.
Ah,
Though having said
come
that,
on.
an idea just popped into my
Stay
mind.
the night. Stay the night.
Okay, Sayori, how about...
Oh.
Fuck! Jordan, I wasn't expecting
fuck.
a choice
I was just
this
fuck big shit.
This is big boy.
This
Okay,
is-
okay,
oh,
Jordan.
oh boy.
Whiteboard time.
get to the board. We'll get to the board, and then we'll end the video because it's about to be.
Okay, we got two options. Okay.
I'll walk you home, and you can stay the night.
Walk or stay. Okay. Pro, con. Pro of staying the night.
Well, things can happen. You know?
Sex.
Yes, sex.
Oh, but let's
That also could, like, not be a pro.
well, yeah. But,
You could, like, she may think she's like, I just want to make you happy.
or
You know, so it could be a con as well. It's like, you know.
Together. She did say they like to be
I know.
together. That's a pro.
I know, but like,
So
still.
what about pro for walking home?
Well, one, she
Late at
needs to
night.
wake up early to school night, you know? Fucking.
Wake up early,
You know.
late at night. Well, my thinking is though, if he says that, he's gonna be like, it's late, it's dangerous. I could.
It's a block away.
Well, yeah.
That doesn't
I
really
think
work.
actually it's only 2 houses away.
Yeah, it's like nowhere, it's barely any
What
distance.
about a con for walking home?
Con for walking home.
Should we
Uh,
get one?
I mean, yeah, but like it's midnight. But like, still, she could feel unwanted, but it's also midnight, you know? So like,
What about a con for staying?
well, she could feel pressured, and it's like, I just want to make you happy, you know? Kind of like with Yuri, it's like she felt forced. Sayori just
I
made.
think that's a different scenario.
I know,
she
but
was-
it's still kind of the same, because, like, she says that she just wants to make you happy, and, well, if that happens, she may, you know, it's like, she may not have actually wanted to do that, but she wanted to make you happy, and
Okay.
what do we do?
I say,
Fuck,
we
this is-
say, do you want to stay? And then if we think it's going bad, I say we back
Look,
it up.
Even if it's like, oh, it may be going bad, we don't, like, know for sure immediately. It's not like gonna be like a.
Well, I know. I say we give it a few days in game, and then if it goes good,
We keep going.
we
If it
keep
goes
it.
bad, do we literally just have to go through a whole lot of new text?
yeah.
Because we can't just skip, oh boy.
Damn, I should
well-
have used red. Red was a bad decision.
Yeah, I don't know why. You ready to end this video?
We'll end it after we choose.
Alright, so
It
click
would-
the button then. End
It
the
would
video.
be the biggest cliffhanger in the world.
We're gonna have to do another episode out of this now, cause
Yeah, we are, because I want to know what happens.
Should we do like or do we just continue this episode longer? Just have a longer episode so we don't have to end it.
What time is it now?
10:30.
So
And we started like 9:35 ish.
yeah, so it's basically been an hour. This would be a 2-hour special.
I didn't say we had to do 2 hours, so we just do like until see if anything spicy happens. You know? Because you say you want to know what happens, right?
Yeah.
It didn't mean like I want to know what happens.
Okay,
the
we'll
next
make
hour.
it go a little farther.
And you know, yeah. All right. Oh boy.
Wait, did I save it?
I think
Shit.
you did.
Okay, alright.
Go to the.
Oh wait, yeah, I did. I remember.
All right.
Why don't you stay the night?
Here.
That way we can also make breakfast tomorrow morning.
Yeah, Sarah's parents definitely.
I don't think they exist anymore.
Yeah.
At this point, if she's like, if they're doing this.
Yeah. Oh. I didn't think of that. Where would we sleep though?
Well, I was thinking I could take the sofa and you could have my bed.
Nuh-uh. There's no way I'm letting that happen. You can sleep with me. Yeah.
I love how the girl's taking the initiative and he's just like, oh, I could take the sofa if you want.
I mean, it's like, you know, it's like.
There's an awkward silence for a second, made slightly comical by the fact Harry hasn't realized the implications of her words. Dude, you should just like go along with it and say
It's like yes.
Oh, she figured it out. I told you you should have
just
said yes.
Sorry. Didn't mean it like that. You know what I meant. Anyway. I'm just gonna get my stuff from my place, so I'll be back in a second.
I love how she has to still go back there and
She
get
needs-
the stuff.
Oh yeah, no, because like you think she's like, she needs like your stuff.
Yeah. Alright. After completing my bedtime preparations, I wearily slide into bed and thinking about the conversations that took place today. There's been a lot to take in, I suppose, ever since Sayori became my girlfriend. There's always been a nagging fear that I'm getting into something that's way beyond me. Going to therapy has helped dispel that worry, though. Today was relatively smooth, and I'm hoping that doesn't change. Faintly, I hear the click of the front door, followed by footsteps.
I'm just gonna get changed and I'll join you.
Sayori approaches the bed. I can't help but notice how nice her legs look in those shorts. Picture.
Picture.
Won't you be cold in those pajamas?
Nope.
Well, yeah, she's got you, bro.
I have you to warm me up, remember?
See?
Yeah.
I'm a mind reader. I'm suddenly very grateful that I have the blanket covering my body.
Not on the blanket, not Sayori.
She slides in next to me, pulling the blanket over herself. Slowly, she answers over to me and positions herself so the top of her head lies just below my chin. Resting her head on my chest, she looks up at me, moves in for a quick kiss, and giggles. Such proximity, I can hear her heartbeat. Her hands feel soft and warm against the fabric of my shirt. She's incredibly warm, but isn't overbearing in the slightest. On instinct, I wrap my arm around her body and rest my face atop her hair. Good night, Sayori. Plant a kiss on her forehead.
Good night, Jeremy, too. Okay.
Good decision, yeah!
It sounds
probably.
good. I hope. Oh.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Jordan,
Let's continue.
let's see what happens.
Let's see what
Suddenly,
happens.
I'm pulled out of my sleep, but by what appears to be sobbing as I slowly fight the grogginess. I'm also aware of a slight dampness on my chest. I hate it when Sayori has a nightmare. Oh, okay, nightmare.
I know.
I feel like,
but like, if she says something about,
well, it happens, but like, let's see. The feeling of powerlessness, the sound of tears, the look of anguish on her face, it always hits hard.
why can't you hear me?
Oh god.
Fuck no, no. Face.
We're gonna
No,
back it up.
I don't. I need you. Oh, this is maybe about parents.
This is just.
I'm guessing.
No,
Or
I
it
feel
could
like
be.
it's just her depression being like,
Yeah,
MC's gonna leave.
I know. This could be, you know, or it could be like a flashback of like your parents or something. I don't know. It could be. I don't know. Could be, but I don't know. Come back, please come back.
Sayori, gently shake her. She's Sayori. It's okay. I'm here. It's okay. I told her. As she carries on whimpering, she clings to me even harder, shaking with fear. I can only imagine what's going on inside her head. I fumble for my phone. The blinding glare tells me that it's 7:01.
Jervy too?
It's me, Sayori. You were just having a nightmare. Don't worry, I've got you. Stroke her hair softly as her crying subsides.
That was horrible.
What happened?
Yeah,
She
yeah,
takes
probably
deep
like
breaths
they left.
and
Yeah,
composes herself.
Everything was so dark. You, Yuri, Monica, Natsuki, you were all there. But whenever I tried to talk to you, it was like there was an invisible bubble around me. None of you could hear me, but there was this shadowy figure that kept talking to me.
Fresh tears fill her eyes once more.
And it kept saying horrible things.
Now I think about it, Jordan, she probably would have had this nightmare at
Alone,
home.
and we wouldn't be
and
able
alone.
to be there.
Dude, good
That was-
decision.
yeah, good decision. It sounds good. This is sounding good.
So far, yes.
So far. It told me that I was useless and that everyone would be so much better off if I wasn't around. That you'd be much happier with Yuri. That therapy is pointless and I'm just fighting a losing battle. It's nothing more than false hope, no matter how hard I try to believe otherwise.
Maybe he could, at this point, bring this up to the therapist as well.
Yeah.
Because he was there. So she probably, if he wasn't there,
He or she.
if he wasn't there, she wouldn't bring it up. So that, I think this would help in the therapy sessions.
Yeah, or maybe he'll try to make Sarah say it herself, you know.
Well, yeah, she sniffles.
I tried calling out to you, to the girls, to anyone. But it was just me and the voice tormenting me, telling me everything that I've been trying so hard not to believe. It felt so real to me, too. So real. Just when I thought things might have a chance of being okay again. I hate this. Why can't I be normal? And it's already 7. Oh, I'm sorry, Jeremy, too. I just can't go to school today.
It's okay, I won't go either.
Yeah, I'm not sure Sarah will feel good about that. Maybe. But what about?
I couldn't care less about that. There's no way in hell that I'm going to leave you alone after what you've just experienced. Okay, good.
Yeah,
I like
good
that.
response.
Yes. I can miss the odd day of off school. It's fine.
He comes
This
back
is
next
true.
day. 2 tests. A big old
That would be a
assignments.
dick
Group works,
move.
and if you're not assigned to a group, then you're doing it alone.
She opens her mouth to protest, but upon seeing the steely resolution on my face, she reluctantly abates. I'll get you some water. Be back in a second.
I don't know why I'm like this, Vito. Why is it that something stupid as a little nightmare makes me feel this bad? This ain't a little nightmare. This is
That was bad.
Fucking, that was
a bad nightmare.
yeah, that was fucking awful.
Being in a bubble.
That's a lot worse
Yeah.
than and having this voice is telling you everything you're doing is awful. I mean, I would rather have the nightmare where it's like, yo, everyone, yeah, Yuri's like, yeah, no, that nightmare with Yuri. I'd rather have that than what
Yeah.
Sayori's going to do. That was awful. I was hoping that finally there was a light at the end of the tunnel, but that was just naive of me, wasn't it? ... It's okay. You don't have to say anything to Ruby too. I don't like how she's taking this nightmare. She's taking it as like a prophecy. It's like a word. It's like, yeah, no, yeah, all you're doing is useless, and she listened to the voice too good. Oh man, I know you might feel like you have to say some magical words to make me feel better, but all you have to do is listen. Face. What really hurt me was that the voice telling me that you'd be much better off with Yuri as your girlfriend. I'm trying really hard to believe that I'm a good girlfriend and that I'm worth your time, but those doubts are always there in the back of my mind. I know you'd never break my trust, but I just wish I could convince my stupid brain to see it the same way. It's so unfair, because I can see how hard you're trying. Please believe me when I say I really appreciate you, Jeremy, too. But I'm just so scared that I might not be for nothing.
What do you mean? Why'd you say that?
Well, what if I never got better? What if I'm always gonna be like this? My pieces are all broken, you're trying so hard to put them back together, but what if you can't? What if you can't put them back together because some of them are gone?
No, okay, you do have an answer for that. Can I kill him? He should have said something. Like...
But I'm not sure if
dude.
Sarah would actually feel better, because it's like,
Wow.
yeah, no
that's
magical
true.
words gonna...
Well, yeah, but
like, say something.
Yeah, but like...
Or just, like, give her a hug.
I don't have an answer for that.
I hate feeling like this. Feeling like I lost something that I'll never get back. No matter how good your support is, or how well therapy goes. I can't remember the last time I wasn't so tired to be too. That's the worst part about depression, the exhaustion that never goes away. An exhaustion that sleep can never fix. The only good thing about sleep is that it's an escape from my mind, at least for a few hours. Well, when I don't have nightmares. And I'm just so tired of it all.
Tears slowly start leaking down her face once more. Her face looks utterly resigned.
I wish I could just wake up one day and actually have hope.
She faces me with a sad smile, her cheeks glistening with tears.
Actual, genuine hope. Hope that maybe, just maybe things will be okay. Just when I begin to think that could be true, days like this happen. I hate these days. I hate these days so much. Therapy is already hard enough, and these nightmares make me feel like what little progress I made had been reset. All of the doubts that I try so hard to keep in check break free, and they're merciless.
Wipe away a few of her tears and gently grasp her hands in mine. We will get through this together, Sayori. Just like I said, I don't care how long it takes or what we have to endure. That's a promise. Okay. Not the dumbest thing you said.
I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, if I was suddenly put in that situation, you know, I'm not sure if I would say much better, like immediately, you know. But like, yeah.
But I'm never going to stop until we see this through. She looks away. Why is it that I never feel like I'm actually getting through to her? I have to try to stay positive for both of our sakes, even though seeing her like this is one of the most demoralizing things on the planet. No matter what, you'll never be alone in dealing with this. And if your pieces are broken, we'll create new ones.
That sounds...
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how hard it is Wait, he said I can't.
I can't imagine how hard, yeah. Because he can't, really.
Yeah.
Really? Me too? How can you possibly know what it... Okay, check this. Is that what it really
Wait
said?
a minute, what? I can imagine...
Oh,
Dude,
he did say
okay.
can. Fucking... You should have said... Add that T. You just
Jordan,
had to add the T.
Jordan, you know when we're at the climax and, like, we're at the mountain? He's going down the mountain at this point.
You know, I could relate to Sayori, because, like... I've kind of been through that.
Shouldn't have said that.
And you probably shouldn't have said that.
That was never in any scenario do you
even if it's not like depressing.
I can't imagine.
Even if it was depressing, it's like any like I can imagine. That's like no.
Unless it was like a very
A
common
common
occurrence.
thing?
Like it's like, oh, you bumped your knee. I can imagine
I'm
how hard it
accident
is for
prone.
you.
I'm accident prone.
I
I
can-
get whacked
yeah,
all the
like-
time.
Accident prone. I get that. That works, but you never say that with emotions.
Emotions? Yeah, anything that's could be emotional. Fucking
This.
fuck.
He's going down the
He's
mountain
going
at
down
this
the
point,
mountain.
Jordan.
You know, he was like on top of Mount Everest, and then he tripped, and he's fallen down, all the way to the bottom. How can you possibly know what it's like to feel how I'm feeling?
You better save this face, dude. Don't
Just say I can't. Or exactly, you don't. You don't know what it feels. How this feels like the constant numbness, the constant feeling that no matter what I do, this shadow will always be here. Cried myself to sleep, waking up in tears, having to fake everything because you're terrified that people will see the real you.
But I've seen.
No, you did not. No. Bad, 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 bad. He's really fallen down that mountain. He went on a cannon. Yeah. And you're still here, and you're still trying to help. I get it. I really do. I know you're trying to help, but it's hard to see your encouragement as anything more than just empty words. As soon as you say that, I feel like, oh boy, I feel like Jeremy 2 is gonna say something stupid, even more stupid than he has already. This isn't something you can fix by just saying the right stuff.
She burst into tears once more.
As much as I wish it was.
Scoop her into a
Okay.
hug. She tries to push me away initially, but I hold
Alright,
firm, holding her closer to my
come
chest.
on. He didn't say
She
so.
eventually gives in and sobs unrestrainably into my chest.
I'm scared, Jeremy 2.
I whisper softly in her ear as I gently stroke the back of her head. I know, Sayori. I'm scared as well. Okay. He saved it. That was better than I thought he was gonna do.
I mean,
He didn't, like, okay,
he tripped,
he tripped,
but he got back.
but he caught himself.
You know, he didn't.
Slightly.
He's not back at the top, but he's going back up.
It's like, you know, those graphs of money. He was here, and then, like, he dipped a little, but then, like,
Yeah,
he
it's
was
like
able
the
to
stocks.
save it
The
a
stocks
slightly
were
bit.
good, and then it went down, and then it's like it's getting a little bit back up.
So, like, Mountain, when he said that, he dipped to here, but then he repaired it, and now he's here.
I like that
So,
no
like-
one could see that besides me.
Well, yeah, but he's like, so, like, we're going good so far.
And you know what? It could be better,
He's gonna
but
fuck it up later
it
on.
could
but,
definitely
like,
get worse. It could definitely get
yeah,
worse.
we both fought silent with the only sounds permeating the room being the sound of her anguished cries. Yeah, you really should have read those words carefully, you fuckstick. Sayori, she mumbles into my chest. Sorry if I say the wrong things. I just don't know what the right things to say and do are.
Yeah, because you're
This whole
stupid.
thing is just totally alien to me, and after you told me that my words are pretty much empty, well, I'm starting to doubt everything. She winces slightly as she bites her lip.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. It came out much harsher than I imagined. I want to believe what you say, I really do. I know that I shouldn't feel jealous, that I shouldn't compare myself to the other girls. I mean, that's actually kind of like a normal thing.
Yeah.
I don't think depression, I mean, it just amplifies it, I guess, you know? I want to believe all the lovely, reassuring things you say to me. But I can't. I know that what you're saying makes sense, and it's just internalizing it is a whole nother story. It's not your problem, it's all on me being unable to get over this stupid thing.
Depression isn't just a stupid thing, though. It's
I know it's much more than that, Jerry, too. I just can't help how angry it makes me. I just want to be normal like everyone else. It's like I'm not in control of my own body. The depression is the one that chooses my mood for the day. It chooses how I react to things and what I say. Like the day you made me breakfast. I really wish that as I appreciated from the start instead of being irritated that you're in my room so early. It's so unfair. And I keep going and on about it, and
Don't ever apologize for venting about your depression, Sayori. I know that my words probably don't sound as reassuring and helpful as I want them to be, but one thing that'll never change will be my willingness to listen. Yes!
yes.
Fucking good words, my man. You've been battling this alone for so long, so it's only fair that I can be a shoulder to cry on.
Yes! Climb back up
He's
that
climbing back up that
Climb
mountain.
it up.
Problem shared is a problem halved, right? Well, it's obviously not that simple in this case, but it's something. She sniffs sniffles and nods slowly.
It does help to at least be able to talk about it.
That's something then.
Having you around as much as I don't think I deserve your support, it makes a difference.
That makes me happy then.
Really?
Yeah, it might not be a huge help, but it's still some help, surely. She pauses to reflect.
Yeah, I guess so.
She nods and shifts herself so that her head lies on my lap. She settles. I stare absent-mindedly, stroking her hair. My mom told me there would be days like, oh God.
Oh,
Jordan,
fuck.
let's see how this goes. There would be days like these.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, back in November, after our fight, well, I was a bit lost. I didn't know who to turn to, so I asked my mom for advice.
What did she say?
She said if you date someone with depression, you'll have good days like the ones we've had before, and bad days like today, I guess. Sayori falls silent once more. She looks a little reflective, and thankfully doesn't seem to mind that I told Mom about her condition.
Well, let's hope. Does she have depression herself?
Nope, she dated someone who had it in the past. It's kind of spooky how accurate her advice was.
What was it?
She told me about how important it is to be patient and understanding for a start.
Which you have been.
I don't know. I still have no idea what I'm doing, and I don't really know if I'm saying or doing the right things. Thought I was, but after you told me that my words are just empty, I'm starting to doubt everything. A lot of regret flashes across her face.
Sorry, I didn't mean that. For what it's worth, you're been a great boyfriend, Judavito. It's just not fair on you. Your heart always has been in the right place, and you put up with my moods.
Well, that's reassuring to hear, at least.
And all I could do is return is snap at you for the smallest of things.
I knew it wasn't going to be easy. Mom did warn me. Being honest with you, it's times like these that make me realize just how serious depression is. But I'm glad I got the wake-up call sooner rather than later. Neither of us really know what we're doing, but at least we have each other, right? Yes!
Get back up
dude,
there,
it's
Claude,
bitter and sweet, dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, the ending is gonna be like this. I'm scared. It's also our first relationship, so we've really been fighting an uphill battle from the start. I've definitely enjoyed my time with you so far, and you think I'm a good boyfriend, so we could be doing a lot worse.
I don't know. Could we? I feel like our relationship has just been you putting up with me. Do we have a future together?
Her words cut deep, knowing that she has these doubts, especially this early on. What do you think? Honest question.
I don't know.
Do you want us to have a future together?
Yes.
So do I.
What about when we start our last year in school? Or when we leave school? What if you go to university? I don't. What if...
Sayori, listen to me. Let's just take our relationship one day at a time, okay? You could probably drive yourself crazy by trying to predict the future. Do I know if we'll be together in a year? Truthfully, I don't. I have no clue what life will be like after school, but there's no point worrying about it now because it doesn't get you anywhere.
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
She gives a short, humorless laugh.
I'm glad that one of us can think rationally.
Nah, remember how I thought we let a spirit loose in the classroom back in October?
But you did.
Yeah, you did, but that was the polar opposite of rational.
I really enjoyed that day. It was nice to dress up in silly costumes and scare each other. Real throwback to our childhood.
Definitely a highlight of the year, along with Christmas. There's something really satisfying about seeing someone light up when they unwrap a present you've got them. I have the photo you gave me in my room, by the way. It always makes me smile whenever I see it. Even when you're not physically around, you still make me happy. Please don't forget that.
Thank you, Judavito. I'll do my best. Alright, sounds good.
We've been doing this for 2 hours. We gotta stop here.
No, and more like an hour and 20 minutes.
Okay, we'll go for 10 minutes.
You wanna go for an hour and a half?
No, I thought we were doing 2. Wait, didn't
10
we
minutes?
start at 10 o'clock?
We started at like...
Or no, 9:30. Or
9:30.
Oh, okay.
So like, how long do you want to go for? Like an hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours? How are we doing
It's
this?
been about 2 weeks since that nightmare cuss.
You didn't answer.
By this point in our relationship, I really started to see what Mom warned me about. Okay, this right here, I think this is a good stopping point. Let's save it here and yeah.
Then define stop would like literally just
like
stop.
Here, this is I think is a good stopping point in the story and for the episode.
Yeah. All right.
I'll just save
that one. Oh boy.
Okay, y'all.
Well,
we will.
Yeah, I got it.
We will see y'all in the next episode.
Crash. Yay! All right.
So yeah. This has been fucking wild ass ride,
I can't
bro.
say it's been fun, but it's been enjoyable. You know?
It's been bittersweet,
Yeah.
and that makes sense. It's Sayori. She's literally the definition of bittersweet.
Yeah.
So,
oh boy.
dude, I swear to God, she's gonna have a bittersweet ending, and when we see it,
We're gonna
or
be.
if we don't,
It's gonna feel well bittersweet, and you
Yeah.
know what? Yeah.
oh my God, dude, this is reminding me
Yeah, that anime.
of fucking
Yeah. All right. You want to end it now?
Future Diary, and
You wanna end
I'm
it?
getting scared. Okay, see y'all.
Alright.
Oh wait, 1:15. Ah, that makes sense. Okay,
Yeah,
see y'all in
yeah,
the
yeah.
next.